Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's vehicle is a Mazda 2 hybrid Homura. So this is our current demonstrator Mazda 2 hybrid Homura. This is a 1.5 litre petrol 3-cylinder and a small EV motor pack, which turns this car into an economy driver really, with average consumptions typically somewhere between 70 and 90 to the gallon, just by having a little electric motor which allows the engine to turn off. The car can cruise on EV at motorway speeds, down hills. It will also recapture energy and just keep topping up a small battery, so it's a self-charging hybrid, and a lovely thing that it is. It's in jet black. With Homura you get the full LED headlamp sets, front parking sensors, that's accompanying the rear parking sensors, and a rear camera system. As we move around the side of the vehicle, again with only a couple hundred miles on this car at the time of the video, it's in absolute pristine condition. We have power folding mirrors, and we have a keyless entry system just here, so that will allow you to get in and out the car without physically touching the key. Part of the Homura spec is the privacy glass around the window area and the tailgates, and a lovely gloss black alloys and a 17-inch alloy. We have at the rear of the car, as mentioned just now, a rear camera poking out just under there, and sensors running across the whole of the bumper here. So when you're ready to hop into the boot, touch under the pad here and give it a lift. You've also then got a nice big boot with folding seats, again just using the tabs up here and here. They'll fold down very easy, giving you an extra storage area to play with. A little bit of a step though there, but what you'll also find is underneath you've got storage there with no spare. The spare wheel is in lieu of this tyre foam and compressor unit. So foam there, tyre compressor there. Okay, as we make our way around the side of the car, again nice, clean, untidy, looking really good in jet black metallic. Into the back of the vehicle, you'll note there's three 3-point belts. We'll lift the seat back up again. There's ISOFIX for the rear children's mounting of the seats correctly into the car, and that's on the left and right sides. And of course the interior is a cloth and leatherette appearance with front sport seats, which we'll show you now. As I'm coming in, there's the keyless entry, so as long as you put your hand in it will come open, and there's a touchpad here just to lock the car again. Then we're inside the vehicle. On the driver's door you've got your windows and mirror set, including a power fold function again. The seat itself now in Homura spec, so a step up from the exclusive line with the full sport seat, again with a leatherette and cloth mix, and fully adjustable on the side of the seat for height. As is the steering wheel for reach and rake, with a column lever just under here. And as we pull the door in, show you some of the car. So when you jump in the EV hybrid Mazda 2, then you have a digital display here to see and view. This will give you lots of key information. Also shows you when the car is going to be using EV power and when it's going to be using petrol power. So let's just get rid of that. You've also got a high spec safety amount of equipment in here. So you've got full adaptive cruise control with self steer. So fundamentally on motorways, it will follow the car in front, and again it can turn within the lane almost up to a quarter of a turn of lock, and this all works on the provision. You've got your hand on the wheel. If you come off the wheel, the car will sense you're not holding onto the steering wheel and it will disable the system. So make sure you've got your hand lightly on there at all times. So it will also slow the car to a complete halt. Again, using this information here, there's an ability to set it up on the dash display and pick a gap anything from half a second through to 2 seconds. We've also got lane departure function, and again this can be turned on and off simply by hitting the button here. And of course the other side is to do a media function. So this time you've got telephone preparation, audio controls, and the ability to cycle through a small computer here. So if I cycle through, it will show things regarding the adaptive cruise, as mentioned before, with the gap in time that can be set. Into the economy of the vehicle, so it shows when the car was last moved or driven. 95% of the movement was on EV. Then we got any other messages, so if your door's open, it will ping up and tell you such information, but as it stands, the car has nothing to tell you at this stage. Then you're into some options where you can turn off various things around the car. This will be things like lane departure, the blind spot system, which is built into the mirrors and will flash at you rapidly if there's cars coming behind you. You can dim and brighten the dash display. Lots of personalization functions for you to set up when you get your new car, including voice command. Now, where Mazda are reliant on this technology, this touchscreen here. You've got Apple and Android CarPlay, which is a wireless connection, and it relies upon both of those sources to give you your navigation. So it works from your phone, but of course once you're paired, you can pair with your phone data and any media streaming you've got on your vehicle at the time. The last tile here for this vehicle, again, just gives you insights around the economy and things like the drive info, which is going to give you, again, average speeds, time elapsed and the fuel range. But of course a nice visualization of when the vehicle is moving by petrol from the wheels, or when the battery here is feeding back into the EV motor pack and therefore making the car move. So again, you can visualize why the car's doing a great job for you. So we can come back out of there, and ultimately you've got a quick tab here to cycle between when you're on Apple CarPlay and when you're not, effectively. Coming down, we have a dual zone climate control system. This can be split independently left to right. Of course, if you turn off the dual function, it will do as the driver prefers, and each and every time. Also got things like your fan in the middle, so it's dead easy to use. Coming down, we've got two micro USB-Cs, but of course with a wireless charging pad for any phone that's capable of taking a conductive charge. That's going to work well, and that's a wireless connection to give you Android or Apple. Coming down, we've got a gearbox. It's a CVT gearbox. Once you're in drive, the car will work out, in this instance, when it wants to be on petrol, when it can drop back into EV. B adds extra braking and therefore more energy recaptured, and it will slow the car a little bit harder when you come off the throttle than if it would in D. You've also got other things to consider, different driving modes. So this cycles through 3 modes: Eco, Normal and Power. I'll show you on here. So into Power, which will bias the engine and allow the EV to support it. Eco will work the reverse, it will bias towards EV, but the engine will also work as well. And then there's Normal, where the car will just work out what's the best for you. So coming down, electronic parking brake with a hold function. So next time you come to a halt in traffic in D, it will automatically hold the brakes until you hit the throttle hard. Coming across up into the top of the roof lining, a self-dimming rear view mirror. Again, being a Homura spec, it's a dark black headlining to accompany the sport seats, and of course this demo's pristine interior. Lots of storage solutions. We've got cup holders here, there's moulded bottles for the doors, more storage in the centre armrest, which can also be moved out of the way in case it catches your elbow, even down to Mazda branded mats, looking lovely in here. So there we have it. We have our demonstration Mazda 2 Homura hybrid. So 115 horsepower, running for a CVT gearbox, linking into an EV motor pack. So our demo will be available to purchase. It's available to demo, of course, and we welcome part exchanges against our vehicles. And of course, if you wish to discuss dealer funding, we can help too. Many thanks.